Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA. And we are a few races in, 3 to be exact, and we got a nice cool 33 points with a 3-point lead over Cecil C. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to go into one of my favorite tracks in the whole game. I love the Alcatraz track, especially this version of it, because it's actually very loyal to what the arcade version of it actually looked like. Very different from what the one in the original Rush game looked like on 64. That thing was extremely, like, alpha looking even, not even really beta. It was just, it was all sort of, oh my god, I'm losing a lot of things here. It was all sorts of ugly. So this one, much more polished. Much better. And we're going to be doing it backwards today. I love the song that they play for this, so I'll let it play for a moment. It's my favorite one in the game. By the way, you really don't benefit by taking that corkscrew, even though it's fun to do. Not really going to help you out much. Now, one thing you can do, it's very risky to try it, but if you drive into this hole here, you can actually bypass some pretty hefty crap that you have to go through if you go up through the prison. So this is actually not a bad way to go. It's just sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to get in here, but as you'll see on the mini-map there, I cut out a lot of extra driving. So definitely that is a vital shortcut to know once you if you play this track backwards later on in the circuit when it gets a lot harder, because you're going to need every amount of spacing you can get. This is a very, very high-octane track where there's not a lot of room for error, and there's a key right here. Yeah! It's our first one picked up in the entire game so far. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite song in the entire game. It's actually, the name of it is called Doin' Time, so it was designed specifically for this track. It is the default for this one. And it's really cool. I kind of love the pace of it. I love the whole, you know, synthesized deal going on there. I love the drums. I love the hats and the whole thing, which sounds just like clothing, really. But, you know, since we're on Alcatraz, actually, it kind of leads me up to talking about something. I was watching Cops before this, and there are a couple of things about that show that always really intrigue me. And I think the first one of them is, like, the theme song that they have, obviously is perfect. But the weird thing about it is, wow, we just blew up. We hit the ground so hard that we just blew up on contact. I think the weird thing about it is, like, just the theme song they have, like, it wasn't even made specifically for the show. Like, that song was on a group's album, like, beforehand. And it's such a weird song. I went and listened to it just because I've not actually listened to the whole song before, and it's from a group called Inner Circle, just in case you're wondering what it is. And it's got this really funny, like, weird, whimsical quality to it, even though it's a song about cops, essentially. And the opening verse of it's actually, like, really funny. They just do, like, the whole bad boys, oh, what you gonna do? They do that whole part, and then it actually breaks into just like a small, like, 2-bar verse, like a 2 or 4-bar verse. I'm not really good with, like, knowing how long a bar is for that type of shit or whatever, so so it comes in, the guy goes, when you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school to learn the golden rule, so why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. And I'm just sitting here like, that was awesome. That was great. We're gonna blow up again. Don't blow up. Okay, we're good. Oh boy, we just gotta get through this. I really should have tried to take that shortcut, because that would have made this a lot easier, considering that we're on the final lap and it's just like a turn or two away. And this is way too close. But yeah, the episode I watched tonight was freaking weird. Like, it was one of the only ones that I could think of, in recent memory at least, that actually... No! You stay away! Stay away! I won't have it! Okay, we're good. Jeez, that was a tough one. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, we're really not that far into this circuit, and we're having some rough races already. Now, who was that? Was that Cecil again? It was. Go figure. It's alright, we're up to 6 points now in the lead. Oh, God. No. Not anything but Los Angeles. This, I think, it's one of the worst ones. Not like in the fact that it was poorly designed. I think it was designed fairly well. But it's just, it's hard. It really is. However, I will say another thing here. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay. What I will say is that this track, it's definitely really long. It has a really cool song to it. I love the low riding theme they've got here. It's actually called low riding, in case you're wondering. And I love the idea that like the fog setting for this, considering that it's Los Angeles, they don't use fog, they use smog instead. So it has like that weird orange tint to it. It's actually, it's kind of funny that they went for the accuracy and kind of taking a stab at saying, ah, Los Angeles, you dirty rats, you dirty little sluts. But back to the thing, so this lady, apparently, like, I didn't actually get to see the whole thing, but they, it's like, when I started watching it, they were already standing outside of the house, and there were, like, a couple of cops that were talking to her, and they said something about her husband being shot and killed inside the house, and so, you know, naturally, she just, like, totally unravels, and just starts, you know, bawling her eyes out and everything, and it's like, she's like hysterical, like it was bad. And so they decide to, oh boy, here we go, this is a tough one! Ah! Oh God, not enough speed on that one. Ooh! Come on, baby, come on! Yeah, that particular shortcut that I took right there, it's actually much better if you take it going in the, like, the regular, not backwards orientation of this track. It's really hard to nail if you try doing it backwards. Like, you have to be going a lot faster than normal for it, just because it doesn't give you a lot of vertical stuff. There we go. That's number 2, and a death. We had to be a martyr for that one. So yeah, dude, this is a tough one. It's a tough one. So with this lady, they end up taking her down to the station, and while they're, you know, talking to her, you know, getting like her whole side of the story, they basically end up saying, you know, they bring in like this, they bring in this black guy, and they got him in cuffs, and they ask her, do you know who this guy is? And she's like, no, I don't know who that is. And they ask the other guy if he knows who she is, and he doesn't respond, and so they end up taking him out of there, and they end up saying, like, so we're gonna take you to jail on what was it, soliciting, I don't remember which one of the terms it is, first-degree murder of her husband. And he's like, by the way, your husband is all you know, he's all fine and well at the moment. She's like, wait, what? He's like, oh yeah, by the way, the guy we just brought in here was an undercover cop, and apparently what had happened is she, you know, pretty much conspired to kill her husband, and she ended up hiring an undercover cop to do it, and so, you know, now she's going to jail for it. And she was trying to play it off like she had no idea what was going on, and the guy that's interrogating her is like, we have, like, all the conversations on tape, like, we know what you were up to. And she's like, no, I didn't do anything, and she just, like, started trying to pull the innocent card, like, I didn't do anything, and she just starts, like, crying again, and he's like, listen, you're going to jail because you tried to kill your husband and we caught you doing it, and, you know, luckily he's not dead, but you're going to jail anyways. And so she just starts freaking out, and, like, they open up the door, and her husband's standing right out there, and she's just, like, losing her mind, like, help me, you need to help me, you're gonna take me to jail. And he's like, hey, I can't fix this one. That's, like, the only thing he said to her, is like, hey, I can't fix this one, you, that one's all on you. And she's just losing it, and she's like, come here! She's, like, sitting there, like, ordering him to go into the, you know, to go in there to try to, like, save her ass, and he's just like, no. And at the end of it, he's like, you know, I almost feel bad for her. And he's like, I know that sounds really weird, but he's like, I almost feel bad for her because she's just a mess. And the other guy's like, well, I mean, on the plus side, at least you get pretty much a new lease on life, so you get to start all over again. And he's like, yeah, I do. It was funny. Like, there was like this really awkward sense of like sarcastic comedy in it. But I love cop shows, man. But it leads me to this thing, like. And it's not necessarily because of this episode, but it made me think about, like, people that conspire to, like, kill their spouse or their husband. like, the people that do that, like, they always end up taking out, like, you know, the giant $1 million life insurance policy, like, a day or two before they go and, you know, do the Mountain Dew. And it just always, like, really, wow, come on, land it! I mean, oh, all that, all the bells and whistles, and we didn't even land it. But it always baffled me, like, if you're gonna kill, you know, your husband or your girlfriend or your spouse or whatever the hell it is, like, why would you do it so quickly after taking out a you know, like, $1 million life insurance policy on them? Like, do people not realize exactly how suspicious that looks? Like, huh, they had a regular life insurance policy, and now they have one that's worth over $1 million, and then the person died 2 days later. Like, huh, there's no red flag about that whatsoever. That seems perfectly normal to me. And yet you find people doing that all the time. Like, have they never seen these types of shows before? Or, I don't know, have like a shred of common sense in their brains at all? Like, if you're gonna do that, like, you know, not like trying to put together like a perfect manual for how to commit a murder or anything, but if you're gonna do the big insurance policy thing, at least, like, you know, wait a year or something. Like, I mean, usually people that are planning on killing their spouse, they usually have been thinking about it for a while, so it's not like they just wake up one morning, I'm gonna kill my wife, or I'm gonna kill my husband because, you know what, that barbecue chicken sucked, and I've had it up to here. So, you know, just like, they usually premeditate this crap out, and just, you know, take the policy out, wait a year or two, or whatever, and then do it. Like, at least it doesn't make it look so incredibly obvious that, hey, this person has every amount of motive to kill their spouse, because they would have gotten a crap load of money out of it. So, I mean, people would probably still think you did it anyways, but at least it wouldn't be immediately so obvious that, you know, you're the one that did it. Alright, here we go. If we can get a win on this one, it'd be fantastic. And I think, actually, that we may even be able to get some nice spacing on Cecil C here, because if I'm not mistaken, he's out in 3rd place right now, on the border of 4th. So all we need to do is, there's one little spot that we need to get through in one piece here, and it's such a hard one to do too. Like, the backwards version of this track is so rough, and it's right here. It's when you have to go up this hill. It's so hard not to get your car blown up, just from, like, landing off kilter like that. Oh no. Oh no. No! 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 He's gonna edge me for it! No! No! Oh, the only thing I can hope for now is that... Oh! Did he die? I think he died! Please! Oh no, the other guy died! Ah, oh, damn it. So we didn't really even get that much extra space on him at all. That was our best lap, too, and that's all we could come up with. Oh no, that was him! That bastard! His car changed colors. Well, that's just messed up. I don't even feel good about that. So we're only ahead by 3 again, huh? Alright, well, whatever. Back to Seattle, huh? Alright, we'll do it one more time. Fuck Seattle! It's actually that's, believe it or not, that is a real chant. Like, I didn't just make that up just for the sake of making it up. Like, that is a real chant that exists somewhere in the world. And it's actually right here in Portland, right in the good old state of Oregon. It's actually from the Portland Timbers soccer club, or football club if we have to be politically correct here. But apparently, I mean, Seattle and Portland have a rivalry in most things. Like Oregon and Washington, even though they're both, you know, Northwest states, they don't really get along terribly well. Oh boy. Thank God for the Invis-Wall right there, by the way. Otherwise, we would have just flown right into that office building and totally, you know, ruined somebody's TPS report. And they would have gotten fired, and it would have been all my fault. Oh boy. That is one thing I do love about this game, is that you will have moments. Oh boy. You will have moments where you get totally saved by the invisible wall. Okay, we're gonna go... I guess we're not going to go that way. I was thinking of something else. So, I never had to show you guys the last episode, but this is the whole freeway section here. There's 3 different ways you can go, and they're all much different in the way they're laid out. The one that I took is the one that's got kind of the most troublesome areas here where there's crazy hills and such. The bottom way is actually probably the best way to go, just because it's flat, but it has its own issue that makes it fairly difficult to deal with, just because of the end of it when you have to, it pretty much takes you through the shortcut like I showed you in the first episode, and so getting out of that in one piece is pretty rough. Getting into that tunnel in a certain way is also pretty rough, so, you know, it's the safe bet is to go the way that I just went, but, you know, if you're bold, if you're rolled gold, bold pretzels, then you do what you gotta do. You do what you feel is right. Alright, here we go. Whoop. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one, here we go. I'm trying to remember, like, how many races have I actually won in this? Because I know that I lost the first one. I lost Hawaii. I got second place in that one. I got first in both I got first place in Seattle and Alcatraz. I think those are the only two that I've actually gotten first place in. And at this point, I can't really tell who's in second place because it seems like everybody's car colors are changing. I would like to think that, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh damn it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, alright, here we go. So if you take this right turn here, this is actually, this is a shortcut, kinda sorta. It'll pop us out right before the freeway section, and then it'll give us the opportunity to, oh god, oh god, oh, that's such a hard one to do. It pretty much pops you out like right down here so that you can take this low area. It's probably the recommended way to go, if you do it correctly at least. So we are going to go, ooh, alright, this guy's going to go this way, but I'm going to go this way. Going up this way will take us into the old tunnel here. I just have to make sure we go the right way. That's the hard part of this. Perfect. That's what I love about this game as compared to the first one, is that this one has so many more shortcuts in it. Like in the first game, there were definitely shortcuts in there, but not necessarily to the same level that there are here. There's so many more, in a lot of ways, minor shortcuts, whereas in the other game, a lot of your shortcuts were usually more significant in what they would do. Like the little glitch one that I showed you guys from track 5 in the first game, where you can pretty much bypass like 3/4 of a full lap. But these ones, they're a little more subtle in some ways, but you can still get a lot of really, really big advantages out of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh, okay. Just making sure we weren't going to flip over off of that thing. Oh boy. Man, we are motoring right now. Okay, we've got enough of a buffer here. Oh boy. No, don't flip over, thank you. I'm not even going to bother taking that shortcut right now. We have a pretty slim margin of error. Here we go. Come on, come on. You gotta move. You gotta move. Here we go. Now we're cooking. I'm going to take a risk here, and it's probably going to bite me in the ass like everything else has so far in this in this episode, with the exception of the first race because we totally won that one. But I'm going to try going up this way again, and I hope that it pays off. Let's see if we can pick up that key too. Oh, nope, not going to happen. Damn it. I tried, damn it. I need to get a participation ribbon for that at least. I think we're going to get him. As long as I don't blow my damn car up coming out of this tunnel, we are going to be just fine. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Getting the old George W. Bush right there. Good times. Now, the big question is, was that Cecil C again, or was it not? Or was it, what is his name, like Nacho Dog 3D or something like that? I don't know what the hell it was. Big Bear 3D. Nacho Dog? Not even close. That was my bad. Damn it, man, that guy he's just like he's like a little termite, man. He's just coming out of the woodwork in every race, really. I mean, he's been right there in every one of them. Not even a little bit of a shakeup. That Namey fan guy, he got third place in one of these, though. So, I mean, at least he's been kind of throwing things out a little bit. Okay, so we've run out of time for this episode. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA, we are going to be visiting New York Uptown again, but we're going to go backwards this time. Because I think we did it forwards the first time around, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we did. So, yeah, so we're going to do it backwards this time. I can't wait till we do New York Downtown. I actually really like that one, but Uptown is, it's so hard. So, with that in mind, until then, my friends, this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and what you gonna do, what you gonna do, what you gonna do when they rape you in the ass.